am so excited to have with me Doc. He's the owner of Hypnotic One. Doc, I've known you for over 7 years. You've helped so many people out there, and I know I say that a lot every time you come on, but it's true. So tell everybody who may not have heard you before, tell them a little bit about what you do.
Well, I'm a certified hypnotherapist. I use hypnosis for therapeutical reasons. I do not do stage work. This is to help people change, and change they will in a few days or a few weeks. And the thing is everybody that comes in, hey, they have a fear, phobia, or they have something they want to change in their life, and we help them achieve it.
Now, you tell everybody, first of all, you give them a 30-minute or 60-minute consultation.
Well, a lot of times people don't understand what hypnosis is. The only thing they understand is what they saw on television or a movie, and it's nothing like that. That's stage work. Well, so when they come in, I sit down, I ask them a few questions, I dig into a little bit and see whether or not I can help them. If I can't help them, I send them on their way, but they're sent on their way with a CD or an MP3 player and a hypnotic CD. And I'll tell you what, they all of a sudden start understanding. And most of those people that didn't enroll, all of a sudden they'll call me up later on. They say, you know what, after that presentation, I saw the video clips I saw your office and you talking to me, and you're so positive, I want to enroll.
Now, one of the things that I also know that you do, it says that these programs that you have are customized programs.
You saw that 200 some CDs on the wall. I got 200 more that's not on the wall. Every one of them started from a client coming in and needed help. And so it was a fear of failure. Then it was migraine headaches. Then it was sports figures. Then it was a pool shooter. And you know what? Just different things. And I custom build a program for the person.
Well, today you want to talk a little bit about what?
About women. I tell you what, everybody knows that the woman is kind of the catalyst in the home.
They are.
You know what? If the wife's happy, and you got a happy life. But the thing is she wears many hats. She gets a lot of depression at different times. She feels very stressed at different times because she's not out and about sometimes, or maybe if she's in, as soon as she gets done with her job, she's got to come home, fix dinner, and all of a sudden she's just burnt out. And so the thing is we help them get back on track so they enjoy it. They enjoy, like when they first did it, they enjoy going out to work or working in the home. They enjoy their kids. Instead of fretting and the kids not listening to them, we teach them how to talk to a kid so the kids automatically understand them, and automatically they start doing what they want.
Well, I want to make it very clear, too, about that this is both for men and women.
Oh, yeah,
but
most definitely
women, we're dealing with a lot. We're doing, not that the men are not, but we do deal with a lot.
We deal with emotions and your habits.
We're more emotional, that's for sure.
It really is. But the emotions have turned against a lot of people. That's why they have the migraine headaches. That's why they have so much stress. The thing that causes stress is failure to make a decision and feeling out of control. Well, we got to put them back in control, because the two people can look at the same situation same way and have two different aspects of it. So we always have them with a positive attitude, a positive direction, and we put it in there because it's down deep. We just got to unbury it.
You know what we've said before on the radio, which is so true. A lot of people procrastinate, and we know that, but then they finally call you, and what do they say?
I wish I had come in years ago. And I always ask people, they've been smoking for 40, 50 years, and they throw it away the first day, and they go, wow, why didn't I come see you years ago? I said, I don't know. But the thing is, everybody has the talent to be hypnotized. Everybody can be hypnotized that's listening to this show that understands it. Everybody can be better than they was yesterday. They just need fired up a little bit. There's two reasons people fail at anything. First, they don't know how to succeed. If that's part of it, then we teach that part. And second, they're not motivated. So we got to get them motivated. And then the third thing I do is we get rid of the underlying cause of why they're overweight, or why they're using alcohol, or why they're using drugs, or why they're smoking, or why that. Because you know what? Smoking's the easiest thing. I used to smoke a lot. And I tell you what, 4-pack of Camel a day is a lot of smoking. And I stopped in one day with hypnosis.
Amazing.
You know what? I used to drink 1/5 of alcohol a day, 30-some years ago. And I stopped in one day because I programmed myself, say, hey, didn't see anything crawling up the walls, didn't do anything. Neither do my clients. And the funny thing is my clients never have a withdrawal symptom because I never take anything away. All of a sudden, they don't want it any longer.
It's just amazing.
And all of a sudden, they see their future how they want to see it, not how they have been seeing it. They see it with being happy, healthy, a nice house, nice car, nice friends, and outgoing and positive, and healthy, wealthy, and happiness.
Make a difference in your life.
Well,
Do
yeah.
something different. Give him a call. Tell him what's going on, and he'll get back to you, and he will talk to you and see how he can help you.
You know, it's like people get a virus in their computer. They can't fix it, so they take it to somebody to fix it. Well, this is an electrochemical organic computer. Most people's got a virus in it. It might be a small one or a big one. Maybe it's just procrastination, but all of a sudden when you start procrastinating, it starts going out across every area of your life, and all of a sudden then you start getting depressed because you're not achieving anything. We're human beings. We got to have touch, and we have to achieve things to feel good about ourselves. And so let's get back on the right path. Can we do it? Most definitely. Does it take a long time of therapy? No. It takes changing the mindset. And if you know how to do it, and that's what I use hypnosis for, you know exactly how to do, what to do, and when to do it, and you go for it and you're successful.
Tell them how you will not let them fail.
It's impossible to fail with me unless you stay home or unless you just don't use the program at all. And that's really almost impossible too, because I'm working with you every week or maybe every few days when you first start out, the first couple of weeks. And then I'll work with you, depending what it is, anywhere from 3 weeks to 6 weeks, and I give you a lifetime guarantee, because and nobody else does that around. You don't ever have a doctor, you don't ever have an attorney say, well, I'll guarantee that for life. I do. Why? Because my program works. And the thing is, maybe in a year, 6 months, 6 years, all of a sudden they started getting that old habit back. They give me a call and says, Doc, I need a tune-up. How much is it? It's free.
It's amazing what you do to help people. You've helped so many people out there over the years. Over 30 years, you have a 98% success rate.
And that's right. You know what? People start to understand when they come into me, they're not a number, and they're not a dollar sign. I enjoy what I do. I love what I do, and I love to take people from where they're at to where they're going.
You know what? Tell them the story. I got to talk about this one because we have lots of them. I've known you for so long that you've been helping people. But the one that when you went to the dentist, listen to this. Amazing. You went and did this to yourself.
Because my office was right above his when I was in Fort Wayne, and I went down, and he gets ready to shoot me with Novocaine. I had 7 deep cavities to fill, and I says, no, I don't want that. And he says, oh, you can't handle this. I says, yeah, I can. And finally, his assistant said, he's the guy upstairs. And he looked at me and he says, how's that work? I says, well, I'm going to tell you what. Just start drilling and grinding, whatever you have to do, and move my face around anywhere you want. And when you're done, just say, we're done. He says, well, if you start to wincing or have any pain, I'm going to shoot you. Well, it seemed like about 5 minutes later, but it was about 40 minutes later. He says, all right, we're done. And I opened my eyes, and there were 7 people standing in that room looking in awe, going, how can you do that? I says, well, I was on a beach, in my mind, having a great time. I was playing volleyball and everything else. It's a misdirection of the mind.
It's amazing.
Because pain, really, the pain's in your mind. If people come in, they got a foot that's hurting real bad, and I can help them get rid of pain if they've had the pain for a while, because pain is our friend, actually. It tells you got something going on wrong. But if you fixed it and you still have the pain, then we can get rid of it. I had a client come in that, in fact, he was an old partner of mine in one of the restaurants. He had his leg cut off. And when he had his leg cut off, I says, do you want me to do the hypnosis on you? He says, I can handle the pain. A week later, he calls me up and he says, Doc, I need you. I says, what's going on? Pain get to you? He says, no, it itches. I can't itch it, and it's driving me nuts. After 15 minutes in my office, it didn't itch.
Isn't it amazing?
Because that was here. You really never know where the pain's at. Is it in your mind? Is it in that mind receptor? Or is it in your body? And everybody else swear, oh no, it's in my leg, it's in my leg, I know it. But how can I change it? And all of a sudden they don't have it anymore. So it is in your mind, it might be in your leg, but we'll get you better.
It's amazing what you do. So tell me how you're different. You're certified. There are people out there that do this, but you're so different than anyone out there.
I've done it for over 30 years. I've worked in 4 different countries. I've worked with 45,000 people. I work with 700 people a month, or excuse me, a year now here. and I've been cutting back. But the thing is I worked in Australia for 7 years. They asked me back 6 different times there. So we just doing like thousands of people over there every year. I worked in a hospital. We delivered 30 babies in a month or in a week, and the next week we did 12 operations with no anesthetic whatsoever. Your mind is very powerful. If it can do that, I mean, breaking a habit's really kind of simple. And I was so lucky. I went through 3 different schools to learn this. And my first professor saw me do a demonstration a year after I had been out. And he says, wow. He says, would you like to work in a hospital? So, you know, I had really good mentors. I had great people that took me and showed me how to do things. And when I got in the hospitals, I found out, my gosh, you can do all this. That habit of stop smoking, that's pretty simple. Losing weight, that's simple, because we know what the problem is. Overweight people know what their problem is. They've been on every diet under the sun. They don't like diets because it's taking the fun food away from them. And they don't like to exercise. That's simple. They're eating the wrong foods at the wrong time for the wrong reason. They're not eating enough of the right foods, and they're not usually doing enough activity, and they're not drinking enough water. All of a sudden, you don't want to do that, but all of a sudden we change your mindset. All of a sudden, you like to do some activity. Instead of parking right next to the door when you go shopping, you're parking out there. You're getting more activity. I don't send people down to the health club. I don't make them work out for an hour and a half a day. I can give them a 5-second exercise they do every once in a while throughout the day. That's better than going to the gym for an hour. And all the people say, no, it can't happen. Then when they come back, all of a sudden it happens. And I'll give them a CD and a booklet on weight loss. When they first come in, I'll say, please do not try to lose weight. Do not try to do any more exercise. Do not go on a diet. And when they come back in the next week for their first session, they're 5 pounds less.
It's amazing. You really ought to give him a call, whether it's you or someone that you know. That's what I love about networking. That's what it's about. Give him a call. You can leave a message, and then he'll get back to you and tell you exactly how he can help you.
I get a lot of people that recommend somebody. They come in and see me. They saw how easy it was. Now they come in and see me. One lady come in because she was referred, and all of a sudden she quit smoking. But she enjoyed smoking. She loved to smoke, and I almost didn't work with her because it's not my job to take something fun, pleasurable away from a person. But all of a sudden, in a few days, she didn't like it anymore.
Really fast, you got to tell this story. You got to tell the story because we only have a few minutes, though, about that one that was the gambler, and you know how. It's a great story.
I had a gambler come in and see me one time, so I give him my gambling program. I give it to him, and he come back a few days later and he says, Doc, you misunderstood me. I don't want to quit gambling. I want to be better at it. So he's a Texas Hold'em player, and right after I worked with him, you know what? He doesn't have any tells, and he watches everybody else's tells. He's got a perfect memory. All of a sudden, now his introduction fee of all the tournaments are paid for.
It's just amazing what you can do with almost anything.
Computer. Yeah, this is a computer. Put it to work for you instead of putting it to work against you. Right now, most people are talking themselves out of success. They're talking themselves out of doing things. Move forward. They're talking themselves into sitting there, being on the couch, and your neighbors and your friends and your family don't help you because they want to pat you on the back and make you feel good right then. No, we want you to be long-term success.
Well, you know what? It's a customized program to meet your needs. He won't let you fail. And basically, you've just helped so many people that I know of and that, you know, on the radio.
Half your clients become mine.
Well, you know, it's so funny how people are. Everybody needs something. They're wanting to be better. They want to feel better. They want to get off drugs. They want to, and you can help them.
And that's it. And the one thing we really do is have fun at it. You're not going sweating and working out and stressing over everything. You've already had that. Let's have fun at it. Let's make changes in our life that are fun and rewarding to us.
And make yourself feel better just by giving him a call. The number is below. It's a lifetime guarantee, and he won't let you fail.
How can you fail if you got a coach and a trainer and a teammate with you?
Especially someone like you, Doc.
That's it.